Yes, people. Yeah, man, real life story, Duppy story. Sometimes when a person says story, a person might believe it's just a make believe thing. But in this case, I'm telling you something that is real thing that actually happened to me. Back in around, I think it was about 2000, 2003, 2004, thereabout, while I was working in Bagwalk at True Juice Complex, down where they make the juice. I was working as a security guard at the time, and I remember this particular night I was assigned to the 11 to 7 shift. You know, and shift like those, they normally be like three people on the shift: the two security guards and the person who is responsible for the cooling system to check to see that the temperature gauge and the cooler and the place where they store the juice to ensure that everything is all right. So I remember this particular night I was doing patrol as I normally do, and I was at the back of the premises, and I proceeded to the front of the property, or to the main gate where the other guard who is stationed was. Upon my arrival there, I saw the person who is responsible for cooling along with the other guard sitting there. So I joined with them and we were there having a little conversation. But upon having the conversation, I saw what appears to be a man walking away from the guardhouse where we were standing, like say about 50 feet away from the guardhouse, was heading to the back of the property. So I was saying to myself, who could this be at this hour of the night? Because there's only supposed to be three people on the compound, and I was by the other two people already, so there's not supposed to be a fourth person. So I say I gotta check out to see who this person is. So I start walking to catch up with the person to see who it was. But whenever time I try to advance upon the person, then I realize I couldn't walk fast enough to catch up, gain any grounds on the person. So the person walk till we ended up at the back of the premises, in which the whole area of the compound is fenced, like those wire fence, which would be like basically this size. And when I reached to the point where the fencing were, there is an interval right behind the fence, and there's an orange walk behind the interval. That interval is where tractors and trucks can drive close to the fence that parts the orange field and the fencing. So to my surprise, when I look, I see what I thought was a person walk straight through the fence down into the orange walk. I tell you, say, man, I nearly dropped down when I see that, because I've had experience where I have seen ghosts before on a couple of occasions, but that one was outstanding. That one was outstanding. And I went to the front of the property, and telling the guys, what are that man, and they say, on several occasions they have heard about the same particular ghost doing the same thing. So, that's just one of my many experiences that I have had with ghosts. So, if somebody should say to me that ghosts are not real, I can say that for myself that I've been there, I've done that, I've seen it before, more than once. But this is just a particular issue, and you know that's just my story. The man them send the man down to one part of them called Alpha 7. And when me up at top the man, me hear the man I call supervisor, and I say, supervisor, right more you come on and so because I pay goes round there, So me I said to myself, say, yo, how can I get out things about that talk about ghosts? They were out of the place. We did there be even laugh after the man, and say me I laugh after the man. Alright, we did there and say me I laugh after the man and one thing. And the man say, yo, him no matter if him get pay for the night or not, him not staying. But anyway, the supervisor them coax him and coax him and coax him till him eventually spend out the night. Alright. That gone the night there. So me end up on the compound now in a different place, couple different time. I'm say, me remember this particular night now, man. Me I tell you say, me end up around at the same spot. The same spot me end up, where the man did there. I mean I say judgment. Anyway, me is a man differently. Never really afraid of nothing. And as a matter of fact, before me even reach this up, the very next day, more left the work. A man tell him say, yo, I don't want that job. Don't want that job. A man left work. Pack up him bag of, a man forget about all of the training and everything we go through and stress, because we go through look of stress and thing. Forget in our work. A man say, yo, if I them be place that them I can't go to work, him nah work. Man left work immediately. And then time I not even walk up back in them man there. So I tell you now, you end up that, like me say, work a couple of other places for the compound, and cause you have different places, where you place where you patrol certain areas, and you have place where you're static. Cause down at the same location where me I tell you about, you have a guardhouse down there and thing, But you can't come out and walk because you have a couple villa down at that point there, where you have to really ensure that everything alright. And then look away there, so boom. This particular night, I say me did there, man. And I say, me I walk on a patrol, and I say, when me look, when me up on a stretch, me look and me see, like me see a woman and a man and a little girl. So the supervisor they always tell you, say, listen, you see whenever time you see the guests them, be sure to make them see you, to feel safe. I say, alright. So we always want to patrol and we see them. We always approach them, to make them know say security about the place or whatever. So when we look couple feet down the street, me see a man and a woman and a little girl. So I say, blows and skirt, wow, that about them bad. 4 o'clock in the morning now. So me I say, and as a matter of fact, to tell you when me look, me see all a bus. No say have all Duppy vehicle to ride it. All vehicle a Duppy. Serious something. Me don't know say all vehicle a Duppy to so. Me do so woman, me see the lady stand up. The little girl stand up right in front of the man. In front of the woman, and the man bend down like him bend down on his knee, tie the little girl shoes less. So me do so boom and me I walk, I come from up the stretch and I go down. I go down. Rotted. By the time me reach down to which part, me I see the people them to rotted. I be a flowers, me I say. You understand? Be flowers, me I sit to blouse and skirt. And me I say, yo, how judgment, how what is, yo, me say man, one of the place they come like a ghost town man. You understand? And different occasions me I tell you say, me see ghosts around the so till it come like when it touch certain time of the night man, like say them control around the so. You understand? You see them a walk up and down like how you see people a walk up and down a day man. And me I tell you say that experience, when me have that experience, me I say blouse and skirt is a serious thing. You understand? Serious, serious thing. But me I say yo, tell you the truth, you know, me not really make sake of no ghost, me can't make a living still. Nah make sake of no ghost, me can't make a living so. And so comes me go on and go on and go on and me I tell you say, like I more than one time I see ghost there so. You understand? More than one time. Me have some serious experience. Some serious experience with ghost man. But this is just one of them but me I tell you say, you know, was it was just boy, I may not even know the word for say. But me I tell you say no ordinary person. Just like me I tell you say more man, more decided man, the man left the work. Instant. The man left the work and but I really like for me that youth there again, you know, for that youth they can really highlight and even make a video or make a talk to make people know the truth of the fact where youth come from Drapers in a Portland. More. Me no remember him last name. Him first name, but me know say him last name and more. I mean I tell him man as I'm serious thing man. Yeah man so tell you man, ghost real man. Me not ask nobody that. Anybody want to say what they want to say because they never experience it. Me I tell you based on my experience personally. Ghosts are a real thing. You understand? Nobody can tell me nothing. You understand? Ghosts are a real thing. And me can tell you I have more experience. But tell you for right now, yeah man, ghosts are a real thing man. Body can't tell me nothing. Can't grow on that. Real thing. Yeah man, so not because you might never see a ghost. Or you might not believe in it because you don't want to believe into it. But I am telling you, ghosts are a real thing. You understand? You hear people that say them smell ghosts. Yeah man, them smell ghosts enough time man. Yo, me have a mother thing than that for telling people man. Yo, I tell you, I've experienced certain experience where I can't believe. Yeah man, a real thing man, but it's not just one of them man. Yeah man, you catch the thing man. And look out for the next one. Real way. Being ranks.